أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We thank Allah, the Almighty, the Creator of the heaven and the earth, and we thank Him for sending the last and final Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to us, and we thank Him for making us the best ummah of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Inshallah, we are going to continue the seerah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In our last video, we talked about the second incident that took place right after the battle of Muraysiya. The second incident we talked about that's when the Muhajirun and Ansar, when they start having conflict, argument between them, and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came and stopped it. And Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, the head of the hypocrite, didn't like that. And we talked about that incident. That was the second part. So inshallah, since Allah exposed these hypocrites and those that follow him by sending down the Surah Al-Munafiqun, we talked about that. We even went over Surah Al-Munafiqun quickly. So now that this guy is exposed, everyone knows he's a hypocrite. So he's looking for every opportunity to destroy Islam, to destroy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Every little opportunity he could get, he's looking for that because he's been exposed. So he's willing to go. He's willing to do anything, literally anything, just to have a revenge against Islam and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So inshallah, the third incident, we're going to talk about that inshallah. So this, with that in mind, that this man, the hypocrite, Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, for everything that he has done so far at this point, he's still looking for any mistake, not even a mistake, any little thing he could, jump, he could pounce on it just to get back to Muslim. So with that in mind, on the third incident, talk about the slander of our mother, the mother of the believer, Aisha radiallahu anha, the beloved wife of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We talked about Aisha before. So the third incident, Aisha herself narrated the story. When you look at this Sahih Bukhari and even Muslim, you would find she's narrating the story as a first person. And it's about 3 or 4 pages long that she gave like a vivid details about what's going on. So she narrated in Bukhari that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, sometime when he would travel, he would cast a lot between his wife. So he would cast a lot. He would, cast a lot between his wife because he had few. At this point he had only few wives. He didn't have nine wives at this time because this is the Battle of Muraysiya. Many people think it took place in the 5th year of Hijrah. In the 5th year of Hijrah. So, and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he would cast a lot between his wife. So whoever names come out, Prophet would take that wife and travel with her. And Aisha radiallahu anha said that when Prophet cast a lot, her name came out, meaning she won the drawing. And she prepared herself. Now she's traveling to Muraysiya, the Battle of Muraysiya with Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So what happened is that when Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would travel with his wife, because this time the ayah of hijab, the verses of hijab already came down. So meaning the wife of Prophet has to cover. They have to put on hijab. Inshallah, I'm going to explain what hijab means in Quranic verses, not in what people made it to be. So Aisha said she had a howdaj. Howdaj is like a little wooden boxes. It's like a little wooden box that they would put right on the back of the camel. So the royal family or the women's or someone, with prestige, they would travel on the back of the camel inside that wooden box. That wooden box is called howdage. It's like a canopy. So Aisha said, she would travel on the back of the camel inside this wooden box like a canopy. It's called howdage in Arabic. So she would be in this howdage, and there are some people that are assigned, some few people that are assigned to pick this howdage and put it on the back of the camel. When they got to the destination, they would pick the howdage with her inside and put it down from the back of the camel. So she said, in their way back from Muraysiya, now they're coming back from the battle. We already talked about Muraysiya, and it was not even pretty much a battle. It was just a quick win for the Muslim. So now in their way back to Muraysiya, and after the incident, when the two companion, meaning when the Muhajirun and Ansar were about to fight, and Prophet broke off the fight, and then he let them walk for long distance. We said he pretty much walked with them for almost like 20 hours, distance. So when they got to that point, everyone was completely tired. And the reason he did that, we talk about that. So once they got to that, a resting place, Prophet told the companion, we're going to rest here because the distance between us and Medina is not, it's only maybe a day of traveling distance. So they took a break, they camped there, and Aisha said, so because usually the Arab, especially the women, they didn't have a bathroom back in the days. They didn't have the bathroom. So what they would do if they have to use the bathroom, they would go all the way to the wilderness, and then they would relieve themselves from there because they didn't have a bathroom. You know, so when they came, so in the nighttime, she decided to go all the way to relieve herself. You know, so when she did that, but the time she did that, everyone was pretty much, some of them were already asleep because it was nighttime. So she decided this is the good time for her to go relieve herself in the wilderness. So in her way back, she realized she was wearing a necklace. You know, she was wearing a necklace, and she felt her neck. She couldn't find the necklace. And then she said, maybe I dropped my necklace, the place I relieved myself. Let me go back and check. So she started going back and started looking, as she's walking back to where she relieved herself, just to look for her necklace. She searched and searched and searched. She couldn't find the necklace. Allahu Akbar. So when she couldn't find the necklace, she decided, that's fine. I couldn't find it, so let me go back because I don't want Prophet and the Sahaba to leave me behind. So let me just go back quick. So she decided to return. By the time she get to where they were camping, she found nobody. They all left. Allahu Akbar. When they left, she looked all over the place, and she said, well, I don't know. They all left. So one thing I could do, I would just wait here. So when they realized I'm not in the howdaj, I'm not in that wooden box, then they would come back and find me where they, left the wooden box. And so there was a tree. She decided to sit under that tree and wait. And then she fell asleep. Allahu Akbar. See how brave she was, this young. At this time, she said she was very, very young. And she even said, those who would carry the howdaj and put it on top of the camel, they did not realize she was not inside when they were putting back the howdaj, because at that time she was very light. She was very young, and she did not gain many weight. So she was light. She was very light in terms of weight. So, and she gave even excuse them. She gave them excuse. She said, "Well, I mean, it's not their fault because I was very light. I was kind of like a very young. I was a very young girls. Didn't put a lot of weight, so they didn't realize that I was not inside the bag. So, Allahu Akbar. See, as a good Muslim, you always have to give the benefit of doubt to people. You can't always blame people left and right. Always give them a space and give them benefit of doubt. So that's what Aisha radiallahu anha did here. Then she sat under the tree and wait, and then she fell asleep. So when she fell asleep, Then you know, then she said, the next thing she knew was she heard a voice, and that voice said, "La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah." She heard a voice, meaning someone was just came and found her, sitting under the tree sleeping, and that voice, the person said, "La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah." When the person said that, she just woke up. So when she woke up, she didn't have her niqab, meaning the stuff that you cover your face with. She didn't have that, so she put that in her face. And then she said the person was Safwan bin Mu'attal as-Sulami. Safwan bin Mu'attal as-Sulami. She said Safwan had saw me before the eye of hijab came down, meaning Safwan knew her, before the eye of hijab came down. Because before the eye of hijab came down, the Aisha would dress like she would dress regularly. When the eye of hijab came down, then that's when she started putting the you know the hijab and the jilbab and so forth. Inshallah, I'm going to go over the hijab things so that way people can understand properly. So that's the only thing she said. I mean, that's the only thing Safwan bin Mu'attal said. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. He didn't say anything. Aisha said this man did not say any other word except La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah one time, and I wake up, and then he realized that the people has left. So what he did, he brought his own camel. He lowered the camel so the camel could sit, so Aisha could climb back on the top of the camel. And he turned his back because he know this is the mother of the believer. He turned his back and let Aisha climb on the top of the camel. Allah Akbar. And he did not even look. He kept, turning around. He turned his back on Aisha. She climbed on the top of the camel, and he took the rope of the camel and walked. Allah Akbar. And he started walking and walk and walk and walk till he catch up with with the Sahaba and the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Allah Akbar. So now, before we move further, let's talk about hijab quickly. You know, in many people when they talk about hijab, especially those who are non-Muslim or those who hate Islam, they said, "Well, hijab, there's no such thing as a hijab. We don't have to wear hijab." And they even, especially, and those who read Quran a little bit, those most Islamophobia, what they would say, well, even hijab that was mentioned in the Quran is only meant for the wife of Prophet. So meaning only the wives of Prophet has to wear hijab, not other Muslim. And I recall it very well. And when I was in college, one of our professor from, I think from Iran, I believe, you know, so he he had this course. I think it was this. It has something to do with the religion and something like that. So, and I decided to take that courses with him in university. And there were a lot of the students were non-Muslim. And this man, when he comes to hijab, Allah Akbar, he started mentioning like hijab, the way they put the hijab to be. That's not what it is. And he said Muslims are not even obliged to wear hijab because hijab is this. Is he started describing hijab, with according to his own definition. He was completely off. What he said was completely a lie. Completely, he was giving a false information in the class and teaching people nonsense. It was unbelievable. I could not believe it. And I don't know. But anyway, just to give you an idea. So when people said, yes, it is hijab is intended for Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's wives, but what they're saying it is true, but their intention is evil. I'm going to explain it. So when it comes to hijab, and Allah said in Quran, when you are asking for anything or when you are asking for anything from the Prophet's wife, asking behind a veil, behind a hijab, a curtain. Meaning, when the verses of hijab came down, Prophet ﷺ's wives has to be covered twice, meaning not only they have to wear the jilbab and they have to wear the niqab, and then they also have to put the veil, meaning the curtain between them and other people. Like, you have a curtain in your door. So that curtain, the Prophet's wives must have an extra layer of protection, meaning that's called hijab. Yes, that is intended for Prophet's wife. But to say that Muslims are not supposed to be wearing covering, not supposed to be covering themselves, that's a lie. Because Allah Himself revealed two ayahs in two different surah to talk about how Muslim women are supposed to be covering themselves. Even in Surah Nur, Allah said, وَلِيَضْرِبْنَ بِخُمْرِهِنَّ عَلَى جُيُوبِهِنَّ. Let them draw their veils over their chest, over their bosom. Let them draw the veils over their bosom, meaning let them cover from the head all the way to their chest. That's half of it. And then even in Surah Al-Ahzab, Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nabi, qul li azwajik wa banatik wa nisa'il mu'minina yudnina alayhinna min jalabibihinna zalika adna an yu'rafna fala yu'zain wa kana Allahu ghafuran rahima. Allahu Akbar. Allah said, Ya ayyuhan nabi, oh messenger, qul li azwajik, tell your wives, wa banatik, and your daughters, wa nisa'il mu'minina, and all the women of the believers. Yudnina alayhinna min jalabibihinna. Put their big clothes, their big garments. Let them wear their big garments to cover the whole body, the whole body. Zalika adna an yurafna. And this is much better for them to be known for. Fala yu'zain, and they would not be harmed at all. Because once you wear, just think about it, once you wear uh, uh, what people call hijab, what women are wearing is not hijab. It's called jilbab. See, those who do not, those who are Islamophobia, they say, oh, no, 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 women are not supposed to be wearing hijab. Only those for only the wife of Prophet. So what they make to be a hijab, that's not hijab. It's called jilbab. Even some other Muslim, they said, yeah, I'm wearing hijab. I'm wearing hijab. No, you're not wearing hijab. Hijab is a curtain, like a physical curtain you put between you and someone, so they don't even see your space. But when it comes to like covering or wearing some big clothes to cover yourself and put on veil, that's called jilbab and niqab. It's different, you know. So what you cover your head with is called al khumr. It's called khimar. Khimar. Don't khumru. That's like it's like a plural of a khimar. Khimar means something that cover your head with. Allah said that in Surah An-Nur, but in Surah Al-Ahzab, Allah completed by saying, now you have to put a big clothes to cover your whole body. That is called al-jilbab, meaning khimar and jilbab. Khimar is for the head and jilbab is for the body. But as of hijab, not only Prophet's wife has to wear khimar and jilbab, they also has to put hijab, meaning the veil, the curtain. You see the difference? But as even some Muslim, they talk about, oh yeah, I'm wearing hijab, I'm wearing hijab. No, Quranic verses of hijab is the curtain. But the Quranic verses of covering is called jilbab and khimar. Now you understand the difference. So this time, the verses of hijab is already, it came down. That's why Prophet's wife, Aisha radiallahu anha, she was protected in this wooden bag. So that would be her hijab. See what I'm saying? So now, let's get back to our story. So Safwan bin Mu'attal as-Sulami, when he took the camels and walked, and Aisha was on top of the camel. She was riding the camel. So they walked till they reached the entire army. By the time they reached the entire army, guess what happened? Guess who saw them first? Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, the head of the hypocrite. Allahu Akbar. Now he's like, wow, this is my golden opportunity. This is the time for me to get back at them. And then he started mumbling. He started saying, oh, wow, look at this. I mean, a woman and a man just by themselves coming. Oh, there's something. So, oh, look, that looks fishy. He start creating a rumor like that. You know, men and women. Oh wow, especially the prophet wife. Look at them coming. Who knows what they did? Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. It's so nasty to even talk about this subject. It's just to talk about it is it's unfathomable. But people need to know this is exactly, even with the characters and moral of the Muslim. Every time they talk about this issue, they say the slander, the slander, because it's even dirty and nasty. Just to think about it, you see how someone could be cruel, someone could be evil, and lie about the wife of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Allah Akbar. And this man, he started this rumor like that by saying, by spreading this rumor. Allah Akbar. Then he, Abdullah ibn Ubay Salul, he started, spreading this rumor. And then all of a sudden people start talking about it. Oh wow, okay. Oh, who's that? Safwan bin Mu'attal? Oh, who's in the back of the camel? That's Aisha? Oh. So see, the rumor starts spreading like that. You see, the funniest thing, even nowadays, that's how rumors start. When someone see you even passing by, they said, "Oh, I think this man is going this place." He just start assuming. I think this man is going this place. The second person would say, he would take away. I think he would say, "Oh, this man is definitely going to this place." And the third person won't even said, "Oh, he would not say I think." He would not say definitely going to the place. He would say, "I saw him going to this place." Or he would say, I even saw him doing this. So the lie kept adding up. The lies kept adding up. That's why Allah said in Surah Al-Hujurat, he said, do not make assumptions over somebody else, because most of the assumptions are sinful. Most of the assumptions are sinful. إن بعض الظن عصمة ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه. الله أكبر. Allah said, stop this assumption, because most of the assumptions lead to sin. Do not, do not try to, go over your own brother's mistake, or whatever they do. Don't try to figure that out. What's they going. Don't be nosy. No, don't be nosy, and do not backbite. Would you love to eat the flesh and blood of your own brother, dead, the dead body of your own, the dead body, the flesh and blood of your dead body brother? Would you eat that? It is the same thing as backbiting. But unfortunately, that's what people do, especially nowadays, especially with this, the social media things. People just sit behind their computers, behind their phone, and start gossiping and start, posting things that are not true. They didn't verify nothing. They just post things, posting they haven't verified. So whatever you posted, then you would gather all this sin. Allahu Akbar. So it is very scary, especially nowadays. So now, when Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul start, spreading this rumor, and the funniest thing, Aisha radiallahu anha, she never heard this rumor. So she said she went home when, so in the morning after the ayah came down and talked about Abdullah ibn Ubay Salul, that's when, he created this rumor when Aisha was riding the back of the camel, so, and then the rumor starts spreading, but Aisha haven't heard it yet. So she said she went home. By the time she got home, she felt sick. She had a fever. She had a fever for a whole month, meaning she stayed in her house. She didn't come out because she was sick. So she didn't hear nothing. The whole month pretty much gone by. Then, and she started paying attention. Like sometimes when she's sick, and Prophet ﷺ usually would cater to her. He would come to her and said, "Oh, how you doing?" And he would be very close to her. But now she started paying attention that every time Prophet comes to her and check on her in the morning, you said, "How you doing? How you feeling today?" And that's it. He would walk away. And she said, "Is there something going on? Is there something I don't know?" Because that's not what Prophet usually, do when, especially when she's sick. But she's still haven't heard anything yet. Allah Akbar. So then Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would walk away and won't say anything. Just check on her and see how she's doing, and then walk away because he's baffled. He doesn't know what to. He's hearing this rumor, and that is hurting him so badly. And all this month, no Quran, no verses came down. Allahu Akbar. You see how traumatic that is? Someone is lying against your wife. Someone is spreading rumors about your family. Someone is slandering your family, and you don't know. The prophet was so confused, you know. But so things stay like that, and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allahu Akbar, he was looking for, he was trying to look for exactly what's going on. It's a rumor, and you cannot believe in rumors, no, till you find it true. That's how Muslims are supposed to be. Do not believe in anything that will say against your own brother or sisters, especially rumors. Do not believe in any rumors, whether they're true or not, till you find out. Because many marriages are destroyed today because of the rumor, because of the TikTok, because of the Facebook, because of the pictures, because of the video that people posting about your own your wife or your husband. Don't follow those rumors till you get the actual truth. So that's what Allah said even in Surah Al-Hujurat, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu in ja'akum fasiqun binaba'in fatabayyanu an tusibu qawman bijahala fatusbihu ala ma fa'altum nadimin. Allahu Akbar. Allah said, "Oh, you who believe, when people comes to you with the news, when people who are fasiq, meaning people who have some, who are not good people in general, in terms of, who do not have like a good characters or good moral, when it comes to you with the news, verify the news first. Because if you don't verify, you might end up, you know, you might end up being regretful. You might regret of what you said or what you do after hearing that news if you don't verify it. Allahu Akbar. So Prophet, he stayed intact and he was trying to figure that out what's going on exactly. So Aisha said she started feeling better a little bit. She started feeling better a little bit. And then one day she decided to go relieve herself. You see, I told you, back in the days, they didn't have a bathroom. They didn't have a latrine, meaning bathroom, because they didn't have a running water. So just to have the idea to have a bathroom in the house, it is not sanitary. So what they would do, they would go all the way to the wilderness, all the way to the forest to relieve themselves. So usually the women at that time, they would go in groups, like women nighttime, because it is a nighttime. So women would go to relieve themselves in group. So that's what they do. So she said, Aisha is narrating. She said, when she started feeling a little better, so she had a need. And that tells you also that how little they go to bathroom, because they didn't eat much food back then. Some of their food, so they eat too little. That's why they barely go to bathroom. Because sometimes they only eat, some date here and there and drink water. That's it. So they don't have much in their stomach, and they kind of used to that kind of, eating habit. So, and Aisha said this night she was feeling much better from her fever, and she went out to relieve herself with Mistah. Mistah is the daughter of the aunt of Abu Bakr Siddiq. The daughter of the aunt of Abu Bakr Siddiq, meaning she's the cousin of Abu Bakr. Mistah, meaning the mother of Mistah. So Mistah and Aisha radiallahu anhuma, they both went out to relieve themselves in the wilderness. And so in their way back, Mistah, she tripped on her garment, meaning she fell down. Her foot, her foot got stuck in the long garment she was wearing. So she tripped and she fell down. When she fell down, she got up, and then it was then something slipped off her mouth. She said, "Oh, woe to Mister. May Mister be cursed." Allah Akbar. Mister, that's her own son. She said, "May my own son Mister be cursed." And Aisha was so shocked. Aisha said, "What? What? Why would you say that? Why would you said such thing? Don't you know that Mister, your own son, he's a Badriyun, meaning he fought in the battle of Badr, and he also fought in the battle of Uhud. Those people have a prestigious, in front of Allah. Those people, they occupy a prestigious rank. Those people are not like everyone, you know." And Mr. Mom, the mother, Mister, she said, "Oh, Aisha, how could you defend this? How could you defend Mister? Don't you know what he said?" And Aisha said, What did he say?" Still, Aisha still don't know what's going on. Allah Akbar. And Aisha said, What did he say?" And then Mr. Mother narrate the whole story, the whole rumors to Aisha. And Aisha, when she heard the rumor, she couldn't take it. She cried, and she went back home and cried and cried and cried night and day. Allah Akbar. She couldn't take it. Then Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came to her and check on her and say, "How you doing?" And Prophet, that's it. And Prophet walk away. She even cried more. Because now Prophet didn't know that now Aisha know about the rumor. Allahu Akbar. So Aisha decided, he asked Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, she said, oh Ya Rasulullah, can I go to my parents' house? I want to go there because I'm not feeling good. I want to go there. And Prophet gave her permission to go. When she come to her parents' house, Abu Bakr and his wife, Ruman, Ruman, that's the wife of Abu Bakr, and that's the mother of Aisha radiallahu anha. When she got there, she asked her mom, Ruman. Aisha asked her mother about what she knows about this, what she heard, and Ruman did not deny anything. And this is what she said to Aisha. She said, "Oh Aisha, don't worry yourself too much. When a young woman, a beautiful young woman, when you have a rival when you have a rival, as your co-wife, and when your husband loves you more, the other wives or the other people became jealous. So I think they're jealous of you because your husband loves you. Because of that, they're saying things about you that are not true." So the mother is trying to consult her and trying to calm her down. So now Aisha realized her mother also heard the rumors. Meaning, literally everyone heard the rumors but her. She was the last person to learn about this rumor. Allah Akbar. So now, she couldn't believe it. She started crying more and more and more and more. And then, now that Aisha radiallahu anha, she is away, she went to see her parents. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, start asking questions, because now he has this would give him time, since Aisha it's not near the masjid, or it's not in her house. She's away from her home. She went to see her parents, because Abu Bakr used to live like a little further, like outside, little bit outside Medina, maybe about 20, 30, 40 minutes walk, pretty much. So it was like a little outside of Medina. So Aisha went there to spend some time with her parents. And now Prophet, since Aisha is not around, now he could go freely and start investigating even more. And then Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he called Ali ibn Abi Talib, and he called Osama ibn Zayd. Osama ibn Zayd, we talk about Osama. Osama ibn Zayd is the son of Zayd. We talk about Zayd ibn Haris. He was the young man that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was given as a gift by Khadija, the mother of believer, Prophet's wife, gave Zayd as a gift to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So he was a slave. So Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam free him, and we talk about Zayd because Zayd's father and his uncle came and they want to purchase Zayd from Prophet. Prophet said no. If Zayd want to go, he could go with you. You know, and Zayd refused to go with his own father, and he want to stay with Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Prophet said, so if it would make you feel better, I'm going to free your own son, and I'm going to adopt him. He's going to be my own son. See, that's when in Surah Al-Ahzab that Allah revealed that do not call, those, it's not your son. Call them in the name of their father. So Zayd used to be called Zayd ibn Muhammad, but since that ayah came down in Surah Al-Ahzab, so then people start calling him Zayd ibn Haris. So Zayd grew up in the Prophet house, and then Prophet, his nanny, his other mother, Ayman. We talk about Ayman. Ayman was a slave woman of Prophet's mother, Amina. So when Prophet and Amina travel to Medina at that time called Yathrib, we talk about that way in our previous video. So Amina, Prophet's mother, passed away. So Ayman, she was with them. So she's the one who brought Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam when Prophet was 6 years old. He brought him back to Mecca. And Ayman became like a mother figure to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Prophet used to call him, this is my mother after my mother. Hazihi ummi ba'da ummi. This is my mother after my biological mother. So Ayman became more like a mother figure to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Even though Prophet, wanted to, free her, she still don't want to leave Prophet's side. She always want to be with Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So, and then this Ayman, the same Ayman, she didn't want to get, Prophet asked her to get married. She said, no, I want to see you grow up. I want to see you do things in your own. So when Prophet get married and everything, and then Zayd ibn Haris, Prophet free him, and Prophet asked Zayd later on to marry Ayman. Allah Akbar. Even though Ayman was much elder in age than Zayd, but Zayd married her because the Prophet, want him to do so. And then they got a son. That son is Osama ibn Zayd. See, the reason I'm giving you all this background, so you know exactly, every time we mention Sahaba's name, you know exactly who they are. So Osama ibn Zayd is the son of Ayman, the mother figure of Prophet, and the free slave of Prophet, meaning Zayd and Ayman, they have a son, his name is Osama. So Osama ibn Zayd, Prophet called him even though he was very young. Allah Akbar. See, it doesn't matter how young you are or old you are, whatever, or even if you're a slave, Prophet still want to pick your brain.